Do you like listening to music?
Yes, I absolutely love listening to music. It's an integral part of my daily life, providing a wonderful backdrop to various activities and helping me either focus intently or simply relax and unwind after a busy day.
What kind of music do you enjoy most?
I find myself most drawn to indie pop and alternative rock. I really appreciate the unique melodies and thoughtful lyrics often found in these genres. They tend to resonate with me more than mainstream music.
When do you usually listen to music?
I usually listen to music throughout the day. It's often playing in the background while I'm working or studying, as it helps me concentrate. I also enjoy putting on some relaxing tunes during my commute or in the evenings.
Did you listen to a lot of music when you were a child?
Yes, music was a significant part of my childhood. My parents were always playing different genres around the house, so I grew up exposed to a wide variety of sounds, which fostered my early appreciation for it.
Have your tastes in music changed over time?
My musical tastes have certainly evolved over time. While I still have a fondness for some of the pop music from my younger days, I've definitely broadened my horizons and now enjoy a much wider range of genres, including classical and jazz.
Do you prefer listening to live music or recorded music?
I definitely prefer listening to live music. There's an unparalleled energy and connection you feel with the artists and the crowd at a live performance that recorded music, no matter how high quality, simply cannot replicate.
Have you ever been to a live concert?
Yes, I've had the pleasure of attending several live concerts. One particularly memorable experience was seeing a renowned folk artist perform in an intimate venue. The atmosphere was truly captivating and the acoustics were incredible. I'd like to talk about a very well-known line from a poem that has always resonated deeply with me: the road less traveled by. This iconic phrase comes from Robert Frost's famous poem, The Road Not Taken. It's a piece that many people encounter early in their education, and I first came across it during my high school English literature class. Our teacher introduced us to various classic poems, and while many were insightful, this particular line, along with the entire poem's theme, immediately captured my imagination and stayed with me long after the lesson ended. It was presented as a reflection on life's choices and the paths we decide to take. The reason this line holds such significance for me is its profound message about individuality and the courage to make unconventional choices. It's not just about physical roads, of course, but about the metaphorical journeys we embark on in life, our careers, relationships, and personal philosophies. It suggests that sometimes the most rewarding or authentic path isn't the one that's most popular or easiest, but rather the one that fewer people have dared to explore. I feel a great sense of empowerment and introspection when I think about this line. It encourages me to question the status quo, to think critically about my own aspirations, and to not simply follow the crowd. In a world where there's often pressure to conform or to choose the most secure option, the road less traveled by serves as a constant reminder to be true to myself and to embrace unique opportunities, even if they come with uncertainties. It has influenced my approach to various decisions, prompting me to consider what truly aligns with my values rather than what might be expected. It's a beautiful encapsulation of personal agency and the quiet strength found in forging one's own way.
What can people learn from songs or poems?
People can learn a remarkable array of things from songs and poems, extending far beyond simple facts. These art forms often serve as powerful vehicles for emotional intelligence, allowing listeners or readers to connect with and understand complex human feelings like joy, sorrow, love, and loss. By stepping into the shoes of the lyricist or poet, individuals can develop greater empathy and perspective on diverse experiences. Songs and poems are also rich sources of cultural understanding, preserving traditions, historical narratives, and societal values across generations. They offer a unique window into different eras and communities, providing insights into how people lived, thought, and expressed themselves. Furthermore, they significantly contribute to language development, expanding vocabulary, improving comprehension of complex sentence structures, and enhancing an appreciation for rhythm, rhyme, and metaphor. For many, they can even spark creativity and inspire personal expression, demonstrating the beauty and versatility of language in ways that conventional texts might not.
Do you think it is easier for children to learn a song or poem than adults? Why?
I believe it is generally easier for children to learn songs and poems compared to adults, for several compelling reasons. Children possess a natural inclination for rhythm and repetition, which are inherent elements in both songs and poems. Their brains are highly attuned to patterns, making it almost effortless for them to absorb and recall lyrical or poetic structures. Unlike adults, children are often less self-conscious about making mistakes, allowing them to engage more freely and playfully with new information without the fear of judgment. This uninhibited approach fosters quicker memorization. Moreover, a child's brain is in a critical period of language acquisition, making it exceptionally plastic and receptive to new sounds, words, and grammatical patterns. Songs and poems provide an engaging and multi-sensory way to reinforce these linguistic foundations, whereas adults, with already established neural pathways, might require more deliberate and conscious effort to commit new information to memory.
Do you think children enjoy the rhythm of songs or poems? Why?
Absolutely. Children inherently enjoy the rhythm of songs and poems. This enjoyment stems from a deeply ingrained human connection to rhythm, which is present even before birth, as babies are exposed to the rhythm of their mother's heartbeat. For children, rhythm provides a sense of predictability and comfort, making complex language more accessible and engaging. It acts as a natural mnemonic device, helping them to anticipate sounds and words, which in turn aids in memorization and language development. The rhythmic patterns in songs and poems make learning feel like play, transforming what might otherwise be a challenging cognitive task into an enjoyable experience. This innate appeal to rhythm is also evident in how children naturally move, clap, and sway to music, demonstrating their physical and emotional response to patterned sounds. Essentially, rhythm makes language musical, and for children, this musicality is both captivating and conducive to learning.
Are you good at memorizing things?
I would say I have a reasonably good memory, particularly when the information is presented in a structured or logical way, or if I can connect it to existing knowledge. I find that I'm quite adept at remembering concepts and procedures, especially in academic or professional contexts where understanding the underlying principles aids recall. For instance, I can typically recall detailed information from textbooks or lectures if I've actively engaged with the material. However, my memory for arbitrary details, like specific dates or names without strong associations, can sometimes be less reliable. I often employ strategies like active recall, spaced repetition, and creating mental associations to enhance my memorization, especially when preparing for exams or needing to retain a large volume of information.
How can memorizing songs or poems benefit students?
Memorizing songs or poems can offer numerous significant benefits for students. It acts as an excellent exercise for cognitive development, strengthening memory retention, improving concentration, and enhancing neural plasticity in the brain. Beyond direct recall, it significantly expands vocabulary and deepens understanding of complex language patterns, syntax, and literary devices, which can improve both reading comprehension and writing skills. Engaging with the rhythm and structure of poetry or song lyrics can also foster a greater appreciation for language's musicality and beauty. Furthermore, it builds a foundation of cultural literacy, providing students with shared references and a connection to historical or artistic traditions. The act of memorization can also boost confidence in public speaking and presentation as students become more comfortable with vocal expression and recall under pressure.
Why do some people find it difficult to memorize information?
There are various reasons why some individuals might find memorizing information challenging. One significant factor can be a lack of genuine interest or engagement with the material. Information that feels irrelevant or boring is much harder to commit to memory. Poor or inefficient learning strategies also play a crucial role. Simply rereading notes, for example, is far less effective than active recall or spaced repetition. Cognitive load can also be a barrier. If too much information is presented at once, or if the information is overly complex without proper breakdown, the brain can become overwhelmed. External factors like stress, anxiety, or lack of adequate sleep can severely impair memory function, making it difficult to encode and retrieve information. Moreover, some individuals may have underlying learning differences or attention disorders that affect their working memory or ability to focus, making the memorization process inherently more challenging for them.